we're so used to being in a comfortable dislike rather than going into an uncomfortable magic.
So a lot of you recently have been asking how to manifest your soulmate. Now, before we get into this, I just want to say something. This is probably, it's very powerful advice. It's very powerful knowledge that you will learn here, but it may not be what you want to hear, but it may be what you actually need. And so we're going to dive deep into it. We have a very special guest here today. Once again, we have the amazing Sahara Rose.
Thank you so much for having me here, Master Sri.
Thank you for being here again.
We're having fun.
So let's just dive straight into it, okay? Because I know just before we went on to shooting this video, you're already saying, this may not be what they want to hear.
It may not be what they want to hear, but it's what they need to hear if they want to manifest their soulmate.
I always say to people, I say what people want and what people need are completely two different things.
Totally,
right?
Because ultimately we want a lot of things in life, but we don't have them. So let's talk about what is a soulmate, you know? I don't believe we have one soulmate in life, but I believe that there are various soulmates that we have throughout our life, and each carry specific lessons that we need to learn. You know, that lesson might be how to learn to love yourself, how to learn how to trust, how to learn to be independent, how to, you know, soulmates can even be placed in your path to get you to move to certain places or stay in certain places. And then when that soul contract is complete, that person is no longer in your life. So I would invite people to just open up their definition of what a soulmate is, because sometimes we have that Disney movie fantasy that there's like this one person, they're going to complete our soul and that's it, or even this concept of the twin flame of, you know, there's this person that's the exact, you know, twin in you in the opposite gender form. And a lot of times we use that term for trauma bonding, and the reason why it's actually bringing up so much for us is because we're trauma bonding on each other. So first of all, just think of your soulmate as someone who's here to teach you lessons, and then you're not going to have that grip on it to complete yourself.
Now they don't want to manifest it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And lessons are why we're here. You know, we're here to learn and we're here to grow. So then I would write down all of the things that this soulmate of yours has. You know, what are the things that you love about them? How do they show up? So maybe you say this is someone who, you know, really takes care of themselves. They meditate every day. They you know, listen to their intuition, they're living their purpose, they are great at communication, they are fun, they do.
So do you mean like
hobbies.
getting them to script it out?
Write it all out, you know, and write about, you know, what are the things that you guys do together. You know, maybe you love to go to museums on the weekends or eat delicious sushi or something else. You know, what are the things that they love about you? Writing those things all out. So you'll find yourself having this list of these beautiful qualities, right? Like someone who's trustworthy, attentive, communicative, goal-oriented, ambitious. And then I want you to look at that list and read it and honestly ask yourself, how much of this list am I? Am I this person that I have written down? Am I communicative? Am I trustworthy? Am I going to the museums?
Because we don't attract what we want, we attract what we are. Huh?
Exactly. And then have that list, put it at the altar of your life, become that person. Because before you know it, you don't even have this grip to find a soulmate anymore because you are that person. You're the one treating yourself out to sushi. You're the one traveling the world with yourself. You are the one who's trusting your intuition. You're not looking for someone to be all of these things that you're not. You already are them. And then naturally from that place of wholeness, you can only magnetize what you are. So one of the biggest mistakes people do is they start going on these dating apps and looking for their soulmates when they're not there yet. And then who they manifest is just an example of who they are in that moment of time. So the more you heal and the more you grow, the more you're naturally going to be at a caliber for the real type of person that you want to spend your life with.
That's why we always say that love starts from self-love.
Yes.
Right? A lot of the time people are looking for that love that's outside my other half. And they're manifesting literally half, right? Until they finally learn to become whole and find that love within, then they attract the full love too.
Yes. Exactly. And, you know, when we have that feeling of desperation, we end up pushing those very things away. So if I'm looking for someone to, you know, have interesting things going on in their lives, but I have nothing interesting going on in my life, I'm going to be clinging to that person to give me experiences that I don't already have. And then why would that person want to be with you then?
That's right.
You know, because that person has their own list of things as well.
That's right.
So really becoming that person of your dreams, and being okay with being alone. I think so often we, you know, life is sort of like a game of musical chairs when it comes to your soulmate. And you're like, oh my God, if I let go of this chair, I'm not going to find someone again. But we're so used to being in a comfortable dislike rather than going into an uncomfortable magic, you know, because maybe I've been in this chair for a really long time and I know it's not really comfortable and I don't like it and here are the roadblocks, but it's my chair, you know, I've been here forever. But sometimes you got to get up and you got to switch chairs and you got to give yourself time, and you may discover other chairs that you would have never imagined before, but that requires you trusting and going on that journey of the unknown and not clinging for someone else to be that perfect chair, because there's never going to be that perfect person either. But giving yourself all of that love and adoration that you're craving from someone else.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Thank
you
Sahara.
for having me.
Thank
Excited
you.
to see everyone's list.
Thank you. So if you guys got anything out of this video at all, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below. Let us know what you guys just learned there, and maybe let us know your list. Put it out to the universe and see what happens. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos, so hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.